All right, guys, Matt back here with week 4 predictions, straight up and against the spread. Last week was pretty good, straight up. I was 10-6, but against the spread, 5-11. I'm hoping to rebound. So far this year, I'm 29-19 straight up and 16-32 against the spread. It's unacceptable. So let's get right into it. I previewed Thursday's game. I had the Bengals winning upright, straight up, and the Jaguars covering. Both those did happen. But let's get right into Sunday's games. First, we have the Chiefs favored by 7 at the Eagles. Interesting stat that I've found out in the past couple weeks. Last 10 games, I think it's 11 games, that the Chiefs have been 3.5-point favorites. They've not covered. But I think that changes tonight, Sunday, because they're pissed. They're 1-2. They're coming off a shitty win, or a shitty loss, I should say. And I don't think Philly's gonna have the firepower to keep up with Chiefs, even at Lincoln Financial. So I'm gonna have the Chiefs to win and cover with that 7-point spread. Next, we have the Titans at the Jets. Titans are favored by 7. I think it's now 6 now because A.J. Brown is out for the game, and so is Julio Jones. With injuries, I believe. I'm not quite sure. All I know is they're not going to be playing. I originally had Titans to cover, but I'm having the Jets cover. I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be like a 6-point game. 6-point, 5-point game. I think it's going to be closer than what the spread is. But I have the Titans winning straight up. So Jets will cover. Titans will win straight up. Next, we have the Texans at the Bills. Bills are favored by 16, I believe, last time I checked. Still not completely sold on the Bills. They did have that crappy week 1 terrible loss. But Texans aren't that great either. But I do think Texans cover that huge-ass spread. I think it's at like 17 now, which is crazy to think that Bills... It's a crazy spread. I mean, there's no way Deshaun Watson's going to let... I mean, if Deshaun Watson was on this team and starting, then it would be like maybe 7, maybe a touchdown, but 16 points, I don't think it's going to be, I don't think the Bills are going to cover. Texans will cover, but Bills I will have winning straight up. Next we have the Cowboys hosting Carolina. Cowboys are 2-1. They're fair by 4, but Panthers are undefeated. And I think this is the game where Panthers are going to lose. I think they're going to get... there's a chance to get their ass kicked. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Sam Darnold, we know what Sam Darnold is. He's average quarterback, but he's come a long way on this Carolina team. But I do think that Cowboys will win and cover that 4-point spread. Next, we have the Giants at the Saints. Saints are favored by 7.5. Giants aren't a good team. And Saquon... It doesn't matter who you have back there. Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley, Eli Manning, Tim Hasselbeck, whoever the fuck, whoever's that quarterback. Kurt Warner. Kurt Warner was on the Giants years ago. Doesn't matter. It's the first game in New Orleans. They're going to win. Saints are going to roll, I think. They're going to roll with that 7-point spread, 7.5-point spread, and win outright. Saints will win. Next, you have the Lions at the Bears. Bears are fair by 3. Coach Nagy said it's going to be a game-time decision on who the quarterback is going to be. It don't matter. I have the Lions not only covering but winning outright. I think Jared Goff's a better quarterback than whoever the frick the Bears are going to pull out. So Lions cover and straight up. Next we have the Browns at the Vikings. I always say Vikings instead of Vikings, but Browns are fair by 2. No Dalvin Cook from Minnesota, and I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be a win for the Browns, and they will cover that 2-point spread. It's a small spread, but it's easily coverable for the Browns. They're looking like a solid team, and be going head to head with Baltimore for that North. Even Cincinnati, I think, could be players for the North, but I think it's ultimately gonna be between the Browns and Baltimore. Next, we have the Colts at the Dolphins. Colts are underdogs by 2 points. And I don't really care because I think whoever's going to be quarterback for the Dolphins, I don't think they have a shot because quarterback play has been trash. I have the Colts winning and covering that 2-point spread as road underdogs. Next, we have the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons. Why do I keep saying Falcons are home underdogs, actually. They are 1-point home underdogs against Washington. Falcons are going to kick ass. I feel like Falcons are a win away from destroying one of these teams. So I have them winning outright and obviously covering. Next is my, I'll talk about that later, never mind. But next game is probably the second most intriguing matchup of the week. Cardinals at the Rams. Both teams undefeated. It would really say something about the NFC West, knowing them, that this would probably end up in a tie. But I don't think that's going to happen. Matthew Stafford's the best quarterback in the league right now. Rams are favored by 4. Cooper Kupp's leading the league, I think, in receiving yards. I might be wrong about that. But I have the Rams covering and winning outright with that 4-point spread. And next we have another NFC West matchup. The Seahawks at the 49ers. 49ers are favored by 3. This one's hard because I feel like Russell Wilson is just due for a great game, I think. But I think with that home field for San Francisco, I think they're going to win outright and cover that 3-point spread. Next, we have the Steelers at the Packers. Packers are 6.5-point favorites. Steelers suck. Big Ben's toast. He's been toast for quite some time. Rodgers had a great comeback against the 49ers last week. I got the Packers up. The Packers are favored by 6.5. I might have mentioned that already, but Packers are going to win and cover that 6.5-point spread. It's going to be ugly in Green Bay. Steelers are trash. Next, we have the Ravens at the Broncos. Now, when I wrote these spreads down a couple of days ago, it might have been yesterday or 2 days ago, Broncos were favored by 1. Now, the Ravens are favored by 1. But I'm just going to go off what I have. Broncos favored by 1. That's what I wrote down, so that's what I'm going to go off of. Broncos have a history of starting off the season hot and then falling down as the season continues. 2009, they did the same thing. They started out 6-0, and then their next game, I think, was a bye week, and then they faced Baltimore and got their ass kicked. And I think it's going to repeat this time. I think Denver's going to lose this one, and I also have the Ravens covering as well, or obviously because they're the underdog I wrote. So Ravens will win on the road and also cover. Next is the most anticipated regular season game, probably since the last time I can remember. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the New England Patriots. We all know the history. We all know the story. Tom Brady coming back to New England for the first time since leaving there. It's the atmosphere in that building is gonna be fucking off the fucking chain, out of this world. I can't describe it. It's gonna be a sight to see. Bucks are favored by 7. Brady's gonna be probably playing with piss and vinegar because he felt like he was duped or slighted at the end of the run with the Patriots. But Bucks are gonna cruise. They're favored by 7. They're gonna cover. They're gonna win outright. Brady's gonna throw 4 picks, 5 picks. It doesn't matter. Bucks win, and they're gonna cover. And now we have our Monday night game. Las Vegas Raiders almost at Oakland against the LA Chargers. I could have said San Diego. I just said it. There it is. LA is favored by 3. And I like them to win. I think Herbert had a really good game last week. And I think he's going to continue that this week. They're favored by 3. They're going to win. They're going to cover. And I think by the time the week 4 is over, we're going to have a 3-way tie at top of the AFC West. So those are my picks for week 4. My lock of the week, Rams by 4. I think it's an easy win. They'll cover that easily. Also, of note of that game, Sean McVay has never lost to the Cardinals as the head coach of the Rams. So that's my lock of the week. And my upset is the Lions. Lions are underdogs by 3 on the road against the Bears. I think the Lions are better, and I think they're going to win outright. So those are my week 4 picks. And see you guys next week. And have a good week 4. Later.